Live from Groovy Eggs Farm, it is Saturday night. I ain't got no prime rib, Dogman. I ain't got no prime rib. Even if I did have prime rib, how would I cook it? How would I cook prime rib right now? In a toaster oven, the microwave? I do have one of the smaller Instapot. Anyway, can anybody hear me? Anybody hear me? I'm testing out a new microphone. Free shirt is, I get a free shirt, Hot Rod Homestead. There's Tiny Farm Nuggets. Nope, you're silent. Dogman, don't be messing with me. I'll come down there. There we go. Hey, Almost Homestead. Cool. I am loud and clear. Good deal. You're blurry and smell. I can't even respond to that one, Dogman. So it is Saturday night. I decided, Lindsay, hey Lindsay, just decided to do a live show. I did some filming today, but I don't have a video from today. And I'm using my microphone from my old camcorder. You're more familiar with this. This is the cover that goes on this microphone. And so this one I can connect to my computer, it turns out. And I don't need a wind filter inside. Should I just leave this here? I can look like a real podcaster or something. Anyway. What is up for a Saturday night? You know, they were calling for rain today. We didn't get any rain today. I think they're calling for rain tomorrow. The Roadkill mic cover. That's a good name for it. That is a good name for it. Let's see. Nope, no rain in the forecast tomorrow. See, this is what it does. Let's see. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They say there's a chance of rain. Now, when we get to Tuesday, there won't be any rain. They forecast rain, and then the rain never shows up. Sometimes it shows up. But it is a beautiful night out there. Did the dog ever come back again? Nope. Nope, have not seen it. I think I've seen it along the road, down the road. I think I did not get an excellently clear view of it, so I'm not 100%. Oh, yeah, and I've got, I need to go up here, get rid of this ad. Go to my... See, I've got my live show on my big screen TV now, too. Hey, there's Evan at the North Branch. Yeah, yeah. I love what you're doing up there, man. A lot of stuff I dreamed of. They got a little Hoogle, using the resources where they're at. There's Drew's lens. Hey, Drew. Using the resources at hand, they cut down some trees for their garden area. Oh, I see somebody. Wait a minute, Dogman. I'm there's too much going on here. How do I add you? There we go. Add to stream. Boom. There we go. Now, do I really need to?
He's getting too smart with this stuff.
You got to do your own audio. Mute mic.
Huh?
No, unmute mic. Oh, I need like earphones to hear you, don't I?
No, I should be on the live stream. Can anybody hear me?
I got some earphones.
No, you don't need earphones for that.
Because all my sound is turned down because of this microphone. But
Well, I don't know how that works.
have. Man, I'm gonna be like some kind of YouTube live show guru. I have no idea what Mike's saying. Don't be making fun of me yet.
Can anybody hear me? Yeah, they hear me. I don't know why you can't hear me. How can you wear those with that big ass beard?
See, they can hear. Yeah, I can't. Because the sound is. See, they can hear. Yeah, I can't. Oh, no. All right. How do I send the output to.
There's got to be a way you don't need those. I did it once.
Go to the. Turn off the speakers.
I'm pretty upset about this laptop. Remember the problems we were having?
Speakers.
He can't hear me. It's got a problem where the charger goes in.
Jeff's cam looks better than mine.
It. That's what
my cam is Mike's. Mike gave it to me.
This is brand new.
I have no idea what he's saying. My cam is Mike. Why isn't the microphone working?
Let me check mine.
Headphones.
I got everything on here. It's a bobble problem. Everybody else can hear me. Charlene Grady. Where's Drew? I didn't see him. He must have snuck in. Can hear you all the way north of Vegas. I'm froze. Make Jeff think I'm froze. Darn, I move around too much. I hate getting old. Darn, I move around too much. I hate getting old. Well, here's me now. Darn, I move around too much. I hate getting old. Well, here's me now. Darn, I move around too much. Why does that keep repeating? Well, here's me now. Darn, I move around too much. Why does that keep repeating? Well, here's me now. Darn, I move around too much. How many times do I got to say that? Well, here's me now. This is a too much. How many times do I got to say that? Well, here's me now. This is a too much. How many times do I got to say that? Well, here's me now. This is a too much. How many times do I got to say that? Well, here's me now. This is a too much. How many times do I got to say that? Well, here's me now. This is a too much. How many times do I got to say that? Well, here's me now. This is a why does that keep repeating? Check your keyboard, make sure nothing's held in. I don't know. Why does that keep repeating? You know what the problem is? We haven't had anything to drink because we do good ones when we drink. You know what the problem is? We haven't had anything to drink because we do good ones when we drink. You know what the problem is? We haven't had anything to drink because we do good ones when we drink. You know what the problem is? We haven't had anything to drink because we do good ones when we drink. Yep. No, that's not sipping cream. That's moonshine. Yep. No, that's not sipping cream. That's moonshine. Man, this is a mess. Why am I'm on a delay or something? Let me look. I don't have any other windows open. Why am I on a delay or something? Let me look.
Mike's audio is worse than mine.
Well, you want me to go? Take me out and I'll come back in.
Mike's
Something's wrong.
Worse than mine.
You want me to go? Take me out and I'll come back in. Something's wrong.
I am so sorry, folks. I don't know what's going on. This is my first time trying to bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. This is my first time trying to bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Bring in somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Somebody else on StreamYard. And now you're hearing my delay. Well, it worked the other day when I didn't have anybody else in here. No sound now. I didn't change anything. Settings, audio, microphone, Realtek, default speakers, echo cancellation. Anyway, going through there. They hear me now? All right, there we go. I think Mike messed everything up. Oh, you know, that's how life goes sometimes. You think you're going to do something cool, and then there's 10 things that stand in your way of doing something cool. And then by the time you get to doing something cool, it's like, anyway. I didn't have a YouTube. The YouTube was on my TV, and my computer is just StreamYard. That's all I got on my computer. Well, maybe my TV and computer is, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Does that mean I can plug in these earphones and hear Mike if he tries it again?
Now there's no sound. Take your earbuds out. Can y'all hear me? Just fighting me, man. He's fighting me on this. He needs to get them earbuds out. Throw them out! Throw them out! Drop my mouse. Oh, don't make me come down there. Do not make me come down there. You gonna put me in a nervous.
Unplug the. All right, they're unplugged.
You're good. You're good. Don't.
Now
do
I can't
nothing.
hear anything you're saying, Mike.
Don't do nothing. They can. Well, I don't know.
And they can't hear me.
I
So
hear
you didn't fix nothing.
Give it a second. Give it a second. You're on a delay. I'm not. They hear me fine. They see me fine.
I can turn my speakers on.
Put your old glasses on, then maybe it'll work. I'm messing with them. They hear Jeff, but now they don't hear me. He's messing with you. I knew it. I knew it.
You're not getting. I can hear him through my speakers now.
Well, that's good enough. You can hear me, right?
But are you hearing the speakers through my microphone?
That don't make no sense.
Canceling out. I don't know what's going on.
I'm hearing you through my ears.
All right. I don't know how this happened, but I think we figured it out.
Read the comments. That tells you what's going on. I hear you both. Now both. I hear both.
All right. What'd you do today, Mike? Besides get frustrated at me again.
I fixed the leaks in my roof, put silicone around where I had cut the notches. Got that fixed.
Oh,
There was no way to do flashing there. So what I did is I took spray foam from inside and sprayed the spray foam. Then I took my multi-tool and I cut that spray foam flat. Then I cut in it a little bit and then I covered it with silicone. So it ain't going to leak now. Then I finished screwing down the roof. So it's good. And tomorrow I don't even know what the weather's going to be tomorrow. They don't know either. But I'm going to finish painting, start putting the trim up, get the whole exterior waterproofed. That's what I'm going to do.
All right. Yeah, what is the forecast? It's only going to be in the 80s, not the 90s.
Right now, it's beautiful. This is the most beautiful night of the year. Right now tonight, temperature-wise. I'm out here on the patio. It's great.
Yeah, I'll open my window. Oh, all right. What's going on in chat?
They're just
Denise.
We got to wait till they get done saying we can't hear you, because now they can.
Yeah, I have no idea. See, this is why
you don't have chat open.
Yeah, I got I don't have chat open. I only have the StreamYard chat open.
Well, that's what I meant. You got it on comments, not private chat, right?
Yep.
Then you should be good.
All right.
That's now, can we start the live stream?
Live from Groovy Eggs Farm. It's Saturday night with special guest Dogman, who has 6 dogs and he's a man.
And we're here.
Yeah.
They need to be smoking. No.
All right. I already know the Cards beat the Cubs 8-4.
And then there we go. All
Baby
right.
Brown, Lori Carp, Charlene Grady, 80s. Yeah.
No, Lisa, he doesn't have a stove and refrigerator yet because I don't have my truck yet. And I took my truck to town this morning, and whoo, that was a fight, man.
Uh-oh.
That was a fight getting up. Well, there was kids playing in my driveway when I pulled in, and I had to stop. And I couldn't get it in gear, had to shut it off. It's bad. And then Mama V broke down today. She called me. She broke down somewhere in Boonville, and I ain't going to say much more, but Gary come out and got her going. Yeah. Fuel filter. Because she took the bus to town, broke down.
Uh-oh. I opened my window. That's why there's crickets. Mike froze on me, though. But, yeah, Mama V, Gary from Simple Life Reclaim bailed me out. I had a flat tire. I was on my way to fix a flat tire, and my spare tire went flat. Are you back?
I never left. I froze.
Yeah, you froze. It should say, how do you switch it from live to top? So I gotta go.
JB Conway. And nobody froze or nothing. I'm messing with you.
Comments. Oh, wait. There we go.
My chat doesn't move in this. I don't like it.
I can close my window. Are the crickets really that loud?
Yeah, that's my crickets. I'm out on the patio.
You got stereo crickets going. That's why you got crickets.
They're probably in here. And then this ring light's attracting whatever got in here, me going in and out all day.
Hey.
I've just been messing around on the editor, mixing music. I'm mixing songs we're not supposed to play. You can only do 8 seconds. And then songs that you can get from that are you're allowed to play to make some cool songs. But I didn't film anything today.
Hey, did Drew leave during our... I sent him a link. Drew, you're welcome to chime in wherever you're at. Where in the world is Drew? He's getting close to Vegas. I know that.
North of Vegas. Who said that? I don't like chat on this thing. Somebody asked me if I changed my name. I didn't change it. I just sliced off the homestead.
There's old man King Homestead.
So no, I didn't really change the name. I just dropped off homestead. Everybody and their brother has homestead on their channel. And so I wanted to, a lot of things I do may not be related to homestead. So I didn't want to limit myself. When people see homestead channels, if they're not into that, and there's too many of them. So yeah, I still got a homestead. We're still doing the same thing. Just Dogman now.
8 seconds. Got caught at 7 seconds. I have no idea what he's talking about.
He got caught doing what for 7 seconds? That's what I want to know.
I'm not gonna make a comment on that one.
You know, because he's been
Dude,
alone for a while.
Yeah.
You scared Lindsay off.
Yeah, Drew was just his last video was Descend on Bend. That was kind of interesting. They were out in the middle of desert area with a bunch of VWs, and that looked fun. Big old party for a weekend.
I was surprised where it was, though. It looked like it was in the middle of a desert. But I guess for the things they did, it was probably perfect. He's young. He likes being in that kind of environment. I couldn't stand being around that many people nowadays. I like to be places where people aren't. I never did like concerts or anything like that. I just, especially today, you know, but I don't knock anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it every night, but every once in a while I like a good social outing. And he froze again. We need some young strapping folks to come help put his Starlink satellite on his roof.
Is he froze? He doesn't move much. I gotta look.
You were the one who froze, Mike.
No, I ain't freezing. I got a question for Drew. I seen Almost Homestead's video. I think it was that yesterday, where they're going up the mountain there, the trail. You're out in nature, son. Why are you wearing headphones listening to P Diddy's when you're out in nature like that? Oh, I wanted to take them things right off his head.
He's probably listening to your video, Mike.
That Drew. Okay, well then that's fine. I can write you. I can record some songs to send you. I memorized the lyrics to Kickapoo from Tenacious D. Fixing to put that recording out. Alexa, play Tenacious D, Kickapoo.
Playing Kickapoo.
Oh,
For over 90 million songs
no.
Alexa, stop music.
Alexa, stop.
On Amazon
Alexa,
Music.
stop. Don't play that. No, don't play that. Stop. Alexa, stop. Don't. It will not go off. I can't let you hear this.
Alexa, play Disco Duck.
Got her muted now. You did not want the first verse of that song to play. Oh, man, probably a lot of other people did. Yeah, I love that song. It's been stuck in my head for a week.
Alexa, stop music.
This kid put out a video. He sounds just like Jack Black, and Jack Black saw it. And you've probably seen that video, but ever since I seen that song is stuck in my head. And I've been watching all Tenacious D videos. And for those that don't know who that is, it's Jack Black and another guy. But there's a lot of cuss words in it.
School of Rock.
Yeah, the guy did School of Rock, but there's a lot of cuss words in his music.
Did you know School of Rock is now a franchise? They set up these private schools to teach music, and they have different schools all over the country. They have YouTube channels.
Yeah, you got YouTube videos. They're good.
Yeah, they're like teenagers, high schoolers, and they're recreating some of the classics, and they are some good musicians. Yeah, it's good to see that.
How many Alexas did that set off? Hope nobody got offended, but it's funny. I mean, face it, guys. There's no cuss word around today that you should not have heard. It's just a word. We don't use them on here because, well, we'd get in trouble. And we were raised to not use that kind of language in public. But if you think for a minute that YouTubers don't cuss, we don't, do we? We don't. You're mistaken.
It's all about the advertisers. If you're doing a lot of that, there are fewer advertisers that will be willing to bid on commercials on your channel, and so yeah. I mean, we could cuss all we wanted on our YouTube channel. It's just that YouTube wouldn't push it out there. They don't push me out there anyway, so I might.
They seen behind the scenes of some of the, like when you had your birthday party. Yeah, I mean, you got to be real careful because we're building, making things. Cussing was going on all the time, so those are hard to edit. Those things.
Oh, yeah, no problem, Drew. I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Lindsay, what airport are you flying out of? Little Rock or Tulsa? Tulsa's quicker and cheaper.
No, she's Dallas, I think.
Dallas. Good Lord, that's a haul. That's probably, I don't know, 4 hours. I hate Dallas. I will never go there unless I had to.
Fayetteville. Yeah,
that's only a couple hours away, 2 hours away. I didn't even know they had an airport. When I lived in Des Moines, Iowa, you had to fly to you had to drive to Omaha to catch a plane because Des Moines was so expensive to fly out of. I mean, it was crazy. So you had to drive like 2 hours.
Almost closer to Chicago. About the same. I've been out of Chicago way too many times. I hate flying. I hope I never have to fly again.
I won't never fly again. And I was a pilot. I don't want to. Not for an airline. I took in 2000. I don't know if I even I probably told people in my coffees. In 2000, it was my dream. Actually, way before that. And then the military sent me somewhere and had to give me new orders and ruin the school I had set up for. But I took flying lessons, got my pilot's license, and then 9/11 happened. I was in the air when that happened on a solo flight, my third one. And I had to land in Waterloo, Iowa. I thought I screwed up. I didn't know what was going on. And then landed there and went in the pilot's lounge, and that's when I found out what was. And if you've only been a pilot for a week, you knew that wasn't on accident. And then I had to have somebody come get me, and that plane sat there for 3 weeks. But that's a true story. That was a bad day.
Everybody remembers where they were that day.
And it ruined my dreams because then my flight instructor, he had just gotten a job at U.S. Air as a co-pilot, and the next week he was, when planes got back up in the air, he was reduced to a baggage handler. So that went out the window.
Grizz 270 in the house, representing the West Coast. I was on top of the Caterpillar headquarters in downtown Peoria, Illinois on 9/11. That's where I was at. 20 stories up, looking at their air filters and air handling equipment.
Real quick, if I seen that going on. Yeah, but I remember flying in the 70s, man. The whole family could go all the way to the gate. You had to go through the metal detectors, but it wasn't like today. And I did fly after 9/11, and a couple times I'm like, I ain't doing this no more. It sucks. Going through all the security. They used to have smoking places. You could go smoke. Hell, I first started flying, you could smoke on the plane. Anywhere. Well, I don't smoke anymore, but I got a subscriber that lives in Tupelo, and she made a short one after going on. That was crazy.
Oh, Lindsay, she's got a flight coming up. She'll try not to jump out of this plane.
There's a lot of drama on them planes now, man. You see a lot of videos on here where Karens and Kevins are going nuts on people. Mostly when the pandemic was going on, they'd refuse to wear a mask. I hated wearing. I'll probably never wear a mask again. I hate it. The only reason I wore them is I didn't want the drama. You know. Did not want to hear it. We're wearing a mask. Why ain't you wearing a mask? Are you special?
If only they knew then what everybody knows now. Don't get started.
Well, you don't hear much about that anymore. That's good. Let it go. But I did lose friends.
We should be hearing about it, though.
I did lose it.
And we should be pointing fingers at everybody that was wrong and saying, shut your mouth next time. Anyway. Bring on the drama. Oh, I should go. Cover me for like 2 minutes. I gotta go.
I can't move over to your chair. Let me get in this chair. That doesn't work. Brett.
How do I set it so that you're the number one dude?
You don't. They're fine with half of me.
All
I'm
right.
big enough. I seen your video today, Brett. Went to Heavener. I hope you didn't go to that little hole-in-the-wall liquor store for beer, because Jeff did that. You go to the Choctaw Casino or Choctaw Plaza for beer. But that's where I go. He gives me a disabled veteran discount. But then I found out going to Fort Smith, it's $20 cheaper. But I don't like going to Fort Smith. But yeah, beer in Oklahoma. The problem is the laws in Oklahoma used to be a liquor store could sell beer, but it was warm. You couldn't buy cold beer. But them laws changed a few years ago, and they only had 3.2 beer. But if you wanted higher 6-point beer, you had to go to a liquor store to buy it. But they didn't have any name brand labels. You'd buy Schlitz or Pabst, little. But that little liquor store can sell whatever, but it's so small, he hasn't paid the money to put in the refrigeration. So why does that say 6 dogs and a man? That's my brand. No, I don't have 6 dogs. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 4, and then Tilly, she shows up every day. But yeah, I had 10 dogs in the beginning here. So anyway, they don't have those laws anymore. But in Heavener, you got to go either to that gas station right down the road from where you work, or go down the road a little bit. There's a Choctaw. That is the place to go in the summer. They got the big walk-in beer cooler. We just go in there and hang out, man. Cool down. Stumpy. Who's Stumpy? Now, when I lived in, like Florida, Vegas, when I lived there, you could go in the supermarket and buy whiskey, whatever. But you're in the Bible Belt here. This is the Bible Belt. I can't even believe that 3.2 beer that Oklahoma had was that was all my life they had that. And as soon as I move, then you can get it, the good stuff. Oh, me and Jeff are in a dry county. So
there are more dry counties in Arkansas than any other state, and there's only a handful of other states that have dry areas.
Texas has them.
Tennessee has some.
Georgia has them. But there are usually states in the South, and it's because of churches.
And then there's a lot of remnants of prohibition, like Washington State. Liquor stores could not sell beer, and you could not, they had state-owned liquor stores in Washington State, something like that. It's all political nonsense.
It's all the voters, which is stupid because all they're doing here is losing good revenue. The taxes, sales taxes in this county are almost 11 cents on the dollar. I ain't kidding you. It's some of the highest in the nation. All they got, you know, how much are they? People that are drinkers, they're going to go get it. It don't matter. And we have bootleggers here. Bootleggers here are simply people that go to Fort Smith and they buy a whole bunch of it. And people know them. I know some bootleggers. If I didn't want to get in my vehicle to go get something, all I got to do is.
All I got to say is it ain't moonshine if you pay tax on it.
When I say bootleggers, don't think moonshine. It's beer. Whatever you drink, they go get it.
People buying in bulk and bringing it back and splitting it up, and that's
jacking the price.
People making their own cigarettes and sharing with their friends, that's illegal too. Everything in the United States of America is illegal, and it makes me mad. Did Mike freeze again?
No. I got him.
I want to see if I can open my. Where's my mouse? My mouse froze. Uh-oh.
Want mine?
No.
I'm good on this laptop as long as I don't. I was trying to say earlier, this is a brand new HP laptop. It's not refurbished. And when we were doing the live, remember it went dead? The jack's messed up where you put in the charger. You got to jiggle it and get it just right. It's brand new. They do that when they get older. So I'm thinking I'm going to get on, where did I get this? Amazon. See if there's some, because this ain't good. But I've had it for months and I just never used it. It's there's a lot of things I got up in the loft I bought for this project that I haven't used, and then I get them out 3 months later and something's wrong. You don't get a refund, you know.
They don't mind paying. You can pay my taxes. 13% of every dollar. 13% of every dollar.
Well, we do mind paying. Here's what happens here. He lives, I live 14 miles from Waldron. We're not in the Waldron city limits. But if I order something on Amazon, I got to pay their damn city tax, which I think is BS. We don't live in Waldron. I only go to Waldron for groceries, and it pisses me off every time I get groceries because Harps just, I understand it's our only store. But, man, the prices compared to anywhere else. But, if something goes up a quarter, I'm not going to drive to Fort Smith to save a quarter. But we need, we're never going to grow. We're never going to get any more stores. Walmart closed. They're gone. Lindsay actually worked at Walmart before she, where she works now. So, yeah, but the reason they closed, I'll guarantee you, was because of high theft rate. They robbed them blind. Walmart don't put up with that for long. Did Jeff freeze?
Yeah. We need a city divorce. I want to divorce the city.
Well, I don't know who controls that. You buy something online, then you got to pay their insane 11.25% tax. I mean, and county tax,
set up a different address. Yeah, and that's just, you can't get around it. I remember sales tax, income tax. Make up your mind, one or the other. Shouldn't be both.
Well, and the reason is because they go by the post office. We have a Waldron. When I lived far from Waldron, that's considered Waldron because we only have the one post office. So you didn't address it Bates, Oklahoma, or Arkansas. You addressed it Waldron, and it's a tax thing, guaranteed.
My last place, my address was Havana, but Havana was 20 minutes away. It was like 14 miles from where I live.
That's
But
like
that was the closest post office, so that's where I got
like
it.
where Brett and Deborah live. You know, they ain't nowhere near the post office. You know what? I'm going to run for president. I'm going to fix all this.
I filed to run for governor of Illinois as an independent candidate. True story. They kicked me off the ballot. I sued them.
Yeah. That all started in the last few years, man. I never heard about any of this stuff in Washington, but you know.
No. Have a good one, Evan, North Branch. That's it. Yeah. Great channel. The North Branch in Wisconsin. They got a greenhouse going, cattle panel greenhouse. They got a nice garden with wood chips. They put cardboard down before. I've done that before. They've got a hugel culture. They got some raised beds using some trees they downed. They're just going at it. It's a great, great channel, and they're up and on the move. And you can tell them you heard it from me. Mike, you gave a shout out to a channel the other day up in Alaska. What are they about?
Well, they got videos where that was like last week. They packed up. I can't remember. I think they lived in Washington. Packed up, and it took them like a week to get there where they bought a place, and really good quality videos. I took that. I don't leave things on my community page long. You know, if you get a shout out, it's 2 days maybe, but they're pretty good, very good on video quality. But man, they're not getting subscribers. That shocks me. And you know, there's a lot of channels that have really good video skills, and it ain't gonna fool you, folks. Getting started on YouTube, you need to know people and get lucky. I mean, I knew Jeff. He got me about probably 700 subscribers initially, but then I got lucky on a video that went viral. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably still be at 1,000 subscribers. But
Teresa, that was the 2006 election. Rod Blagojevich, who went to prison, versus Judy Bartopinka. Rich Whitney was a Green Party candidate. And I filed as an independent to give myself standing for a lawsuit against the state of Illinois because the Republicans and Democrats rigged the election laws to keep independent candidates off the ballot in the entire state of Illinois for 25 years. So I put together that lawsuit. I sued the state of Illinois, and I won. It went to the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals. We lost the first 2 rounds, but the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals in Bank ruled in our favor, and the state of Illinois lost so bad they did not appeal it to the U.S. Supreme Court because they would have lost in the U.S. Supreme Court too. Our people are talking about a threat to our democracy. Our democracy has been dead for a long time. Our election laws are rigged against competition on the ballot.
Go get some more milk.
There you go. Don't get me started.
He's starting to talk politics.
Oh, yeah. That was my everyday job for quite a while. Yeah, Blagojevich, whose sentence was commuted on freaking real. Why anybody would do that, but I guess if you're friends of a reality show, you can be a crook to the entire state of Illinois and get let out of prison early. But yeah, our democracy is not under attack. Our democracy is dead. It's dead. DEAD. 2 parties fighting for one-party control is not a democracy. One-party control is not a democracy. Everybody talking about a threat to our democracy right now, they're all hypocrites. Right now, there is a case from the state of Georgia at the U.S. Supreme Court. There have been 0 independents able to get on the ballot in the state of Georgia since the 1960s. We're talking 60 years without an independent candidate able to get on the ballot. 49 out of 50 states have had election laws overruled in the courts because they illegally kept competition off of the ballots. Our elections are rigged by both of the parties, and it's sad. And I'm afraid it's not one party versus the other. It's us against both of the parties that rig our elections. They're gonna they're gonna cancel this video. What the heck? Peppers?
My last heart.
I'm not a big fan of peppers.
I made a video yesterday that said my tomatoes were dying and my peppers. I come out there today, boom.
Dude, a little bit of rain, those will take off again.
We're going to get tomato. Yeah, but I've been watering the hell out of them. I don't know what it is. I did put Miracle Grow pellets all around all of them a couple days ago, so I think they're kicking in. But, I mean, these ain't huge, but, man. But the tomatoes are starting to bloom like crazy, so I've got a good probably 7 weeks before it gets cold.
Yeah,
doing that.
Well, we never know, but it might be, Thanksgiving might be the first freeze overnight.
Well, I've had years here where I pulled tomatoes in November, but we generally don't get. We might get a freeze in November, but it rarely happens. We've said I've been out here at Christmas in shorts, but when we do, we get them.
We partied outside on New Year's Eve last year. It was like high 50s during the day, but it only dropped down to, high 40s by midnight.
That's a good thing about here, but I'll tell you what, lately, and pretty much if you're thinking of moving to Arkansas, I've lived all over the country. This is some of the most lousy weather you will ever experience right here. But it's nice a lot of time. But when you get a storm, you really worry. You don't know what it's. I mean, I will now for the rest of the time I'm here after what happened a couple months ago. But you're not going to get great weather here. It rains a lot. Then you'll have a drought. We had last year, not last February, the one before that, we had a horrible winter. It's usually only February. You get through February, you're good.
Yeah, but a horrible winter is like 3 weeks long.
Yeah, but
that's the benefit of Arkansas.
You ain't been here. I don't think you've been here in an ice storm yet. I've been through many of them. I went through a bad one.
I used to come here every Christmas growing up. I remember an ice storm.
Ice storms, you could be out of power for a month.
Yeah, and they don't have the plows and the equipment and everything down here. But yeah, I grew up in Illinois, where I remember, what was it, 82? The 82 blizzard. 8 feet of snow. 8 feet of snow. Yeah. Arkansas ain't nothing.
Weather's
an ice storm in Arkansas ain't nothing.
Don't get him going on politics again.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that. You don't want to get me going.
I've learned there's few things to speak about. It gets a group of people in a big tizzy. Politics and sports. What's the other one? Religion.
Oh, yeah.
I try to steer clear. Now, once in a while, that's probably one of the reasons I quit doing the coffees. But I am thinking of doing something new, but I got to wait till I weed eat my whole trails.
If I didn't need the money on YouTube, I'd be talking politics all the time. It was in my blood. I lived it every day for over a decade. Yeah. So it's still in my blood, but I've given up on the voters. Nobody pays attention. That's what I've learned. Nobody pays attention. They don't know what's going on. They want to be left alone, but yeah, the silent majority just wants to be left alone, and they don't vote. And it's sad that we don't pay any attention to them.
Well, I can honestly tell you, living in this town, you ain't never going to have any political voice, because the good old boys that are born here, they stay in office. So there's nothing political you can do here that's going to change anything.
I know. I've been through it all. I was in Illinois. Michael Madigan was the Speaker of the House for 36 years. They finally indicted him a year and a half ago and who knows when that trial will come about. The Supreme Court, Illinois Supreme Court Justice Rita Gorman, her husband is Edward Burke, a Chicago alderman. He was indicted 2.5 years ago, is not under trial. So anybody thinking this Trump business is going to put Trump in jail, look at Michael Madigan and Edward Burke in Chicago and see how long it takes the FBI to put a case together after they raid somebody.
How come we can't see how many people's in here? Can you see it?
202, according to
Good Lord.
StreamYard.
Peter, are you still in here from Old Man King Homestead? I got a bone to pick with you.
He's in New York.
Well, I know where he is, but is he in your live stream?
He was here earlier. He said he was the first one who upvoted me.
How come I can't smack? Why is this my hand? Okay. Oh, he sweeped me aside. Peter, if you're out there and listening, when you're there he is. You drive me nuts. I don't know what you're filming with, but you're looking at you on the picture. You're not looking at the lens. And I know I do that with these live streams. But when you're filming a video, looking at the lens, he's always looking at the. And a lot of people do that with GoPros. I found myself doing that.
Is that what he uses? What camera is he using?
I think he's using a cell phone, but you got to look into the lens. I did that when I first got a GoPro because they got the cameras on both sides, and you find yourself looking at the picture of you, but you can't do that. And not too many people complain, but
oh, Francesca, don't get me going on Michael J. Madigan. No, one of his staffers sexually harassed another one, and because of the Me Too movement, his staffer got fired. But Michael Madigan arranged for ComEd, Commonwealth Edison, a big tech giant, to give his staffer, who was a sexual harasser, a ghost job at ComEd. And so that's how the Democrat Party works in Arkansas for Madigan. You get away with sexual harassment, you get a ghost job at Commonwealth Edison. And then Commonwealth Edison gets their rate hikes approved by the Democrats running the state.
I don't know who that is.
He was Barack Obama's mentor. That's who Madigan is. He was Speaker of the Illinois House for 36 years, Chairman of the Democratic Party of Illinois for 24 years. And Hillary Clinton asked him for a favor to help Donald Trump win the Illinois primary.
That name spelled backwards is Nagadam. So you got to look at it.
His daughter was the Attorney General, so his daughter, as the Attorney General, could cover up his crimes. And everybody knew he was the crook for 36 years.
Man, you got to go subscribe to Peter. I love that answer. Samsung Galaxy. I've noticed that, but it's hard not to look at myself. I know. Hey, I know your pain, man. I feel you. I hate that term, feel you. I didn't say that. What's the other one I hate, Jeff?
Yeah, for kitchen, you're moving to Arkansas. Cool.
Good Lord. Prices on property here are so overblown, it's crazy.
Yeah, they are. It should go down, but it hasn't yet in this area. And once something goes on the market, it is gone in a week. It is amazing how fast a property. There's a property between you and me. I saw a sign up. I didn't read the sign though.
Let's quit being mean. Can't you? We're not talking politics no more.
People hate hearing their team sucks.
No, she's talking about you talking politics.
I know. I was in it for so long. People hate hearing that their team sucks.
I am not a political fan. Well, I'd probably be a cheerleader in politics if they had good people, but they never do. It's always the same old thing. All right. I ain't talking about it no more. Alexa, shut me up.
The good people would be doing nothing. leaving us alone. Oh, I live in Crook County. I used to live there. And yet. Oh, we've been on an hour. 200 people still here.
Where's everybody from? Type where you're from. I like to know that because I've been a lot of places. And I've been up by. I dated a girl that was in had a cabin in the Finger Lakes, New York. Man, that was a fun place. We'd take a boat to the tavern, and they had boat docks. I don't remember exactly which lake that was. There's only 5 of them, I think. We got Scotland. I'd love to go see Scotland.
I lived in Scotland.
British Columbia, Texas. Saratoga.
Iowa in the house.
A lot of people, when somebody mentions New York, they think of New York City. But the reality is, most of the state of New York is beautiful. I mean, and the whole New England area. And I would love to go up and see. I've never really explored. I've been to New York, and that's about as far.
Adirondacks.
Yep. Buffalo, I don't want to go there. I feel for you, Sharon. It's too cold. Yeah.
When I was in working for Marriott Hotels, I saw a lot of the country. I helped open 2 hotels in Rochester, New York. So I was there at different times for a month and a half, 2 months. Twice I was in Rochester. Once was in the middle of winter. Man, do they get the lake effect snow. They had like 6 feet of snow while I was trying to open a hotel in Rochester. But yeah, it's beautiful up there. Nothing like New York City.
JB, I was talking about you and my dad. It's his 76th birthday. They had me young. I'm 56. And so I called him for his birthday. He was talking about meat prices and stuff. I said, man, my freezer's full. He said, must be nice. I said, I didn't pay for it. JB's been fixing us, hooking us up. But, I mean.
Missouri, hour south of St. Louis, since Mike froze. I used to drive through there all the time, going from Peoria, Illinois to Russellville, Arkansas. Hopkins, Dirty South Homestead. Where's your new truck at, Dogman? It's getting close.
I think I stopped in there last Thursday. I had a lot of work. You know, I've already told this story of it, but I've had a lot of work done to it. All new brakes, all new tires, new tail lights and everything, new catalytic converters because they were cut off. Could have run straight pipes, but then you got all the computer stuff. But anyway, we talked, and he said the detective in town that works for the police department also has a detail shop.
I'm sorry, Anita. Michigan's cool, though.
It's pretty dirty. The guy that stole it lived in it, and it needs a cleaning. But it was a hell of a deal. It's only got 70,000 miles on it. So it'll last me for a while. It's a Ford, which I don't like, but, you know.
Take the best deal available. That's what you got to do.
It's when I was looking, man, the money they were asking for what you got, I mean, you could not have bought that truck with 70,000 miles. It actually books for 28. And I paid a lot less than that. So, but it's going to last me. And if it snows here, they don't plow. I can't get out in that Silverado. It's 2-wheel drive. You know, I've got some really good all
front-wheel drive is what's good in the snow.
Yeah, but I've had 2 4-wheel drives here, and it snowed a lot more than it did the last few years. And I know how to drive on it because I lived in Minnesota and Iowa in places that snowed. But with a 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive, yeah, Papa Pepper in the house.
That's who I was waving to. Hey, he's got a live show. Oh, that wasn't today, was it? They've got a baby gender reveal live show scheduled. Oh, see, now I gotta look it up. I think it's tomorrow. Please promote yourself, Papa Pepper.
I got a Papa Pepper. I got a Mama Pepper. And I got a whole bunch of baby peppers here. I can't hold as many peppers as you got. But I probably could get Toronto peppers. Man, pepper year. But he was smart. He let his garden rest this year. How he knew that? I wished I did. I spent a fortune on that garden.
Okay, I looked it up. 7 p.m. Yeah, there you go. Everybody, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Papa Pepper's channel. Be there. They're doing a live gender reveal. Yep. Growing the family.
You got a big family. He's a good example of a homesteader that really does try for self-reliance. I mean, he ain't spending a lot of money. Trust me. He gets
feeding a lot of mouths too.
Resources.
Their grocery haul is to go to the local lake and bring back a dozen gar and 30 crappie and
Brett. No. You don't want to build a smokehouse, man. Well, I'm kidding.
Yeah. That smokehouse. How awesome was that?
That's cool.
They're going to let us peek at the gender before they even look at it. Oh, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night. Go check out Papa Pepper.
Be careful how you say gender reveal these days.
Yeah. If you give one party control,
well, in my day, it's simple.
We'll be able to.
If they got external plumbing, they're a guy. If they got internal, they're a girl.
That's their own gender.
The way it is.
That smokehouse, yeah. For as much fish and everything you guys do, I bet that is huge.
We were talking about you on the last live stream. How I don't know if I could try the carp or not. I don't know, but I would try it. And we're going to come see you, buddy.
I've eaten carp.
Me and Jeff's already talking. We're going to come when I get my new truck. We're probably going to come for a visit if that's cool. Because I'd like to see everything you got. I mean, I see it on the video, but, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, I haven't been up there. I've been wanting to get up there for a couple of years.
And it'd be cool videos, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It's always fun when YouTubers get together.
What I'd like to learn is I've got all this land behind me that's wild. And it's always probably going to be wild. I'd like to know what I'm growing in there, what I could eat. And he knows all that, Teach me what's edible, what's not edible. I know I got pokeweed.
Greenbrier.
There was blackberries back there this year, and I've never had them. So, I mean, birds eat it. They poop. That's what happened, I'm sure. But I've never had them. But I'm sure I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you probably got passion fruit back there.
I'm probably weed eating stuff that's, that stuff everybody knows. Well, he said we can come.
Lamb scooter.
Is that what he's talking about? Oh, he's talking about the carp. We just might load everybody up, Papa Pepper. Go pick up Mama V and Brett and Deborah. They'll have to ride in the back because Brett don't behave.
He doesn't behave.
I'll give him a tarp to cover up with.
Says the guy without a shower.
Who?
Yeah, they can their carp. I had carp. We used to catch carp out of the Illinois River a lot.
They're fun to catch, but you break your line half the time if you're not ready for them. But he bow fishes them.
Yeah, that's what Now that the Asian carp have taken over the Illinois River, you can't even water ski on it because the sound of the engine makes the Asian carp jump, and yeah, you'll get a 10-pound fish in your face if you go water.
Gar too. Man, we go down to Spavinaw Creek in Oklahoma, and them gar would chase us out of the water. We'd be in there bass fishing.
We didn't have gar in Illinois.
No. Yeah, but anything cool in Illinois. You know, that's where my grandmother, on my dad's side.
Peoria used to be the whiskey capital of the world. More whiskey was produced in Peoria, Illinois before our prohibition than anywhere else in the world. So it was cool at one point.
Well, they didn't last because
prohibition.
Tennessee took that over. Kentucky. Hopkins Dirty South Homestead. Where's that at?
It's in the South, and it's dirty. It's better than clayey. Is that a word? Clay? Full of clay? We're clay and rocks. I ain't got no dirt here. I got clay and rocks.
Well, I'm looking up the chat, but I don't know, Papa Pep, could me and Jeff come visit you guys? Talking to Papa Pepper.
I'll bring baby chicks if I got
That's
them.
hard. That would be a hard thing to do with our critters, you know, but
yeah, it's up
that's
there.
What we do.
Hard to do overnight.
That's what we do with Brett and Deborah. We drop Deborah off here, watch the dogs, and then Brett over to watch your chickens. Then we go somewhere.
Yeah, 5-year-old catching gar.
All right,
come up.
There it's official. That would work out. A visit would be nice. Well, Jeff said
we gotta hurry up and get that truck because
Jeff said we couldn't show up because you'd shoot us.
Did Mike freeze again?
No.
No. All right. Wait, what is Tiny Farm Nuggets? Yeah, they said they can babysit critters. No, we'll just go up and back the same day.
Nobody wants to come here to babysit because Libby would bark at them the entire time. I'd probably come back and Deborah would be in there with Libby, have a cot or something, and Libby'd be laying. Yeah, I need that to happen. Somebody break that dog. I have not fished in 8 years. When I first moved here, I was staying with a friend in Bates, Arkansas, and they had ponds, and I love fishing. Just look what I've been doing, man. I ain't had time. And in the meantime, I'm getting older and fatter, and that's one thing I was going to say earlier. I might not bring back the coffees, but losing weight with Dogman. I'm going to walk my trails every morning with Libby and hopefully lose some weight. I know it's a lot what I eat, but damn,
it's
a lot of it
has what you eat and 10% exercise.
Well, it ain't what I eat because I'm eating the same I always have. It's that you're getting older, and now I've got all these ailments.
As much.
Yeah, I don't.
Diet is what you eat. I should say is.
I've tried all salads and all. You can only eat that stuff for so long, man. I got to have meat.
Carnivore. Meat and eggs.
I never had a weight problem until I hit about 45, and I hurt my back.
Way to eat.
A Jeff and Mike fishing video. Well, we got some places around here.
Drew and I went fishing.
I know some places to fish.
I know places up by my old place. Yeah, Drew and I, we had a fishing video. His nephew was up.
Maybe bugger and take you fishing. Yep. We're gonna definitely plan on that, Papa Pepper. So I don't know when, but I mean, I definitely got to have my new truck first. But.
Yeah, Bugger will take us fishing. Papa Pepper, he caught, what was it, 6 fish with one cast when he was down here helping with my shed house. 6 fish with one cast.
What did he cast? A 12 gauge?
Yep, see? He caught 6 fish on one cast. Yep. That was down at the spillway at Blue Mountain Lake Dam.
No, he ain't going to be a good influence on us because nobody influences me.
He caught somebody's stringer. Somebody
learned something.
Stringer with 6 fish on it, and so he would cast it and reeled it in, and he caught their stringer with 6 fish on it. But that was pretty cool. That's a nice little campground down there by the spillway.
Brett said he'll be a good I will say this, most people – when they were younger, were a little wilder. I certainly was, and I'm still somewhat. But you still, I think you got to go through that wild side before you learn what's important. I was talking to my dad today. He's 76, and I don't think he's a straight city guy. Straight city. They love all that city stuff. I can't stand any of it. And I never could. And they don't understand how I live, I'm like, Dad, out of you, both my brothers, I'm the only one that is 100% debt free. And I am. I don't owe anybody. I don't take out loans. The stupidest thing you can do is take out loans because, but he's never gonna understand how I live. Later, Papa Pepper.
Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Papa Pepper, gender reveal of their 8th family member. I'll try to be there.
Was it born? Oh, they went and had that plasma done or whatever they do on them mama's bellies. Whatever they call that.
Ultrasound.
Infrared or whatever.
All right, I am setting an alarm for 6:56 p.m. tomorrow.
Why don't you say, Alexa, set the alarm for 6:56 p.m. tomorrow for Papa Pepper video. Set her off.
Thanks, Mike.
Dogman knows how to do it. Whenever I take a nap, I got to make sure I set that alarm so I don't miss feeding the dogs, but rarely I don't sleep more than an hour. Mine heard it too, but I got the volume turned down, so I'm going to get woke up. Yeah, plasma. That's what I'm talking about.
I got to remember to turn off the microphone on those when I go live.
Oh, ultrasound. That's not plasma. That shows how, I don't know anything about that stuff. Where do babies come from anyway? I never had that. My dad never told me.
Incubator.
So I was in an incubator.
No, it's 10 years old, not kindergarten.
David Norris says I set his off. Well, now you're got an alarm for Papa Pepper.
Yeah. If you come to our live shows, you're going to have to turn the microphones off on your Alexa because.
Yeah, we're not the live shows that are kind and nice. Anything can happen. We're respectful. I had to delete on somebody on my channel today. Somebody you told me about last week. They don't like the way we talk. When I was doing the smoke alarm video, I didn't call people stupid. I was being sarcastic like I am. I said, if now you don't have to feel stupid. You know how to shut off the smoke alarm. Got all offended, man.
There's always somebody.
If you get offended by something I say, hey, man, don't comment. Don't comment because I don't mean to upset people, but you're too sensitive. That's the way I look at it. And it ain't the first time that person made comments like that. I think they call them what? Karens and Kevins. So I'll let it slide a few times. I'll let it slide a few times, but I don't want people like that. Why do you continue? But if I continue to irritate, then just don't watch me. Simple as that, man. I'm just me. I'm not changing for YouTube or anybody. But I don't, I do a lot of other things to help people. So if you get offended, maybe, and most of the time, if somebody's just getting into your channel, just watching, but I said, I'm thinking, well, I've got 50 comments. Nobody else thought that way. You're going to be trouble. Bye. You got to do that.
But do all smoke detectors have a button that you can push? Oh, man, he's froze. I become sensitive when I hear BS. That's why I haven't owned a TV or paid for cable television or any kind of television since 2006.
Don't still see me? What are you doing? Don't touch any buttons, Jeff.
I didn't. You need to put your thingy on your roof.
I didn't cut out. You did.
No, I didn't. You did.
Do
all smoke alarms have a button you can push? That was my question.
No, but buy the one that does. That was my answer.
All right. Yep. When you buy a smoke alarm, get one with a button.
Hey, until a year ago, I didn't know that either. I was beating the hell out of that thing or doing the old, pulling the battery out.
Yeah, you had to pull the battery out.
But I seen it on a movie, of all places. I was watching a movie, and the guy went up and pushed the button, and I'm like, nah, that don't really work. And I tried it, and it worked. So then I Googled it. Sure enough. You see, we don't know everything in life. But I'm the guy that brings out the small things to show you. And if you get offended, I'll guarantee you that person did not know that and just got all upset and sensitive. And, I don't want those kind of people on my channel. Something, if you ain't got to say, it's about sense of humor. Every video I put out, there's a little bit of humor in it. You either get it or you don't. I don't want to hold 2,000 subscribers that don't have a sense of humor. Humor is the best thing we have.
Dogman learned that on TikTok. Dogman, are you on TikTok now?
I do not. I've never clicked on TikTok. I don't know anything about it. I've got that. What's that other one? Instagram. I don't even know how to use it. I put a few videos up. But I don't understand it. I don't know how I go see anybody else's stuff. I click on it.
I used to do Instagram. They kept sending me alerts at like 2 a.m. and it was all this spam. And I'm sorry. Delete.
I don't know how to watch
notifications, but I should get back on Instagram eventually.
Yeah, you get people wanting to give you stuff on there, like to do reviews. I've got 5 pounds of worms coming for the chickens for free. But I just don't like to do a lot of them.
Farm.
Grub Terra or whatever. They've had them. They've had them before. Yeah, they've had them before. But I'm going to eat one in my video when I open up and do the review.
Soldier fly larva.
I don't care. I'm going to eat it.
I wouldn't.
Dogman is on something. I'm on life, man. Life is good. It is. You got to wake up every day and say life's good, and it will be.
You got to do it. It's all in your head.
It will be so.
All right. I need a ham and cheese sandwich. That's what I need about now.
How many
So-
people's in here?
188.
And you're just gonna abandon them because the first 40 minutes you
Was me going.
messing up. We'll go make a sandwich. I'll keep
All
you
right.
on the phone.
All right. I'm gonna mute me.
Oh, he has to fart. That's what it is. Yep. We might lose him. Cat fur kitten britches. Okay. Cat fur for kitten britches. That's a new one. Drew, talk about a big city. I'm in Vegas. Yeah, you're in awe too. In the daytime, look and see when you're coming into Vegas, like from Utah, all you can see is a smog. It's a little LA. I lived there. I know. A lot of traffic. But I still love Vegas. I wouldn't mind going back, as a tourist. But now I know where to go to have fun. I ain't going to hang out on the strip. Yeah, but when you live in Vegas, just going to get a loaf of bread, man, it's a project. Traffic is so bad. But it's something you need to see. It is. I mean, I don't know if you've seen my last, but go see downtown some of the old ones. I don't know how many. I mean, I haven't been there in 22 years, so but downtown, a lot of them old ones are still there. MGM Grand on the Strip. It's right at the end of the Strip, I think, at Tropicana, if I remember right. Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard. That's huge. But I bet they got bigger ones there now. Cosmopolitan's like the popular one, but I don't see any. I watch slot channels. I don't see nobody winning nothing at Cosmopolitan. But the food, that's the best part of Vegas. Yep, lost wages. I just seen I'm reading the comments that were earlier. Jeff's making a sandwich. Don't know what kind of sandwich can you make if you don't have a refrigerator? Tuna fish, tomato sandwich. I first went to Vegas in 1990, and it was way different than what it is now. Lindsay's not in Vegas yet. I don't think. I don't know when she's leaving. I thought I heard the 5th. Peanut butter. Man, that sounds good. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I got a brand new loaf of fresh bread, but I do got them Italian sausages thawed out. I'll put them in the air fryer and make me another one of them. Yeah, traffic. I would never take that bus on Las. I don't know how you're going to do that. I would just walk it, park it somewhere. He might overheat. Well, he's got that's air cooled, so you ain't getting no air in Vegas. It's hot there, I guarantee you that. Yeah, Vegas was better when the Mafia ran it. My favorite hangout on the Strip was the Stardust, and that was always run by the Mafia. But it was fun. They had a horseshoe-shaped bar in the back. You go all the way to the back, and the bands would play all night. Man, it was cool. And that didn't close until, I don't know, it's probably been gone 10 years. And then I went to the Sands. The Sands was where the Rat Pack played. They're all gone. It turned into like a Disneyland. Wonder if I could unmute Jeff so we could hear what's going on. Let me try it. No. I don't know what he's doing. He's making a Bob sandwich. I see his arm or something. Yeah, he's slicing Bob up. He hears us now. That is the cool thing about Vegas. You just a few minutes, you're out of there in the desert. I'd go see the dam though, because that thing's at record lows right now. That I would get some video of that and go to Lake Mead. There are things or places in Lake Mead right now, Drew, that you can walk out to that you never could before. I mean, if you've got your metal detector with you, take it to Lake Mead. That would be one hell of a video.
They're finding dead bodies.
Yeah, but you can walk way out there now. It's down so low and metal detect. I think he took it with him. I thought he said he did. That would be the place to go. Because some of them dead bodies out that they threw out might have gold Rolexes on. Yeah, the bones, just the bone, you can slip them off real easy.
Yeah, I bet there's already been a lot of people out there doing that.
Yeah, but it hasn't been, it'd still be a cool video whether you found something or not. And if you do find a dead body, just run away. Don't call the authorities, because then you're going to be stuck there for a few extra days.
Let's see. When was I there? I was there 2000, 99. 2000 was the last time I went.
2000, I was there. God, I hope you weren't the guy that married me.
No, I was only there for a weekend.
Now, I got married there July. That was miserable. I had a black suit, man. We got married July 10th of 2000. You talk about being hot. It was hot in the suit. I don't think the suit I bought was made for summer.
No suits are made for summer.
That was the last time. Well, yeah, that was the last time I wore a suit. I saw something hanging up in there. I don't know why I don't throw it out. I'll probably burn it when I burn my American flag that I replaced. I'm not burning it to be I'm burning it because that's how you dispose of them. It's never hit the ground. Just wait until I can burn it.
I didn't end up making a sandwich. But when I do, it's going to be a ham and Swiss. Toasted and melty.
I made an Italian sausage with mozzarella. You didn't kick me off.
I didn't touch nothing.
I was just.
Oh, in the chat.
Crazy.
Egg
How many
sandwiches.
people?
I like egg sandwiches.
How many people are still suffering through this?
192.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Oh, this is your live stream. You get the money for this one.
there ain't no money in it. We're a hit on Saturday night. There ain't nothing else going on.
No, there wasn't nothing.
The food in Vegas, it's like all big cities. I'd never go back except for the food.
No. Jeff's got 2 little fridges.
Yeah, I got 2 little fridges. 2 little.
I always check them.
One really little dorm fridge, and then another one a little bit
Every
bigger.
time I go over there, that's the first thing I go, and I see if there's any alcohol in there.
Is there?
Pabst. I like Pabst.
Yeah, I've always got a variety.
Brett did the same thing. He went to that same liquor store, Jeff.
He's the one who gets me what. He's the one who picks up stuff for me.
Well, he went there to get you beer.
Oh, they went to the
They went there Heavener to that same where I didn't know you were going to buy beer, or I wouldn't have went there. Now you know.
No, I don't need another mini fridge.
Yeah, they got a good one in the fifth wheel.
Oh, is it one of those RV fridges that runs off of gas also?
No, but it's as big as the biggest one you got. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But don't have a freezer in it.
Yeah, those freezers are nothing anyway. They're just little compartments.
Yeah, you can put a Stouffer's lasagna in there. But that thing hasn't ran in 2 or 3 years. I'm sure it's still run. It hasn't moved. Oh, yeah, if you went there to buy liquor, that's the place to go. I like going there because you can go straight. When you go over the railroad tracks, you don't turn towards the railroad tracks. You go straight through that little nasty neighborhood. Then you can turn up. That way, if a train comes, you can still get back to Arkansas without having to wait for the train, which we had to do when we went.
I'm going to say, so why did we get stuck behind the train?
We went somewhere else. Where the hell else? Where did we go?
I don't know. We had to go somewhere. I was just looking for a buffet.
We didn't eat. I don't know why we went over the tracks. Oh. But it's a lot cheaper in Fort Smith.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper. Man, I lived out of a dorm fridge for first 3 years, 4 years I was here.
Yeah. I lived out of the dorm fridge for 2 years when I was in Mahomet, and then for the first year and a half here in Arkansas. And now for the first few months here. I've got a fridge. I just got to get it down here. But I'm cool. Those 2 little fridges, I keep my water. I keep everything. Sandwich.
Oh, as soon as I get the truck, well, it doesn't have to be a weekend. We don't work.
I'm not in a hurry. I am not in a hurry. I got to clean it out before I bring it down here. So, and it's been too hot. I am not going up there to work for 6 hours when it's 100 degrees outside.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to go visit the outhouse. Number 1.
Wait, where's his mic? Are you? He was on the porch. I see his.
Yeah, I'm on the patio.
We want to see the screen behind.
I'm taking my peppers in.
Do you both like living in Arkansas? I know Mike does. I do. I've lived in quite a few places. This is my favorite because I'm not in a city anymore. Ozark Beer, American Pale Ale from Fayetteville. Yeah, I used to be a beer snob. I only drank, like German or what do they call it? Microbreweries but that was a long time ago when I had a very good job. Take turns babysitting the live stream. Yep, it happens. Although it's my live stream. 195 people still in here. You guys are almost as nuts as we are. But yeah, I like Arkansas. It's, no place is going to be perfect. I like the weather here a lot better than Illinois. I just could not deal with winter. Clearing snow, and you got to get out of the driveway, and yeah. Where else? Johnson City, Tennessee. That was a beautiful, beautiful place to live. I really enjoyed that. That was probably my second favorite place I ever lived. Way over on the eastern part of Tennessee. I was like 15 minutes from North Carolina and 20 minutes from Virginia. very close to Bristol, Virginia, where one of the NASCAR races was, and I was in the hotel business, so that was always insane.
Alexa, play Captain and Tennille.
I turned my Alexa microphone off. You're not kidding me.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Yeah, Iowa winters are a lot like Illinois. Then when I was opening hotels for Marriott, I'd spend 2-3 months going in. We'd hire the staff, train the staff, help finish getting the hotel ready for opening day. And so I was all over the place there. Ponca City, Oklahoma. I was there when they were filming the movie Twister. That was really cool.
Yeah, that Helen Hunt. Can't stand her.
I met her in real life.
And you said she was what?
Yep.
Yep. I mean, you can just look at her and tell.
Because there was only one hotel in town, and they were filming a movie there. And the hotel in town was like rat and cockroach infested. So all the actors wanted to get out of that freaking hotel, and they wanted us to open up early so that they could, have somewhere nice to stay. So I got to have dinner with Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, and Jamie Gertz as they tried to convince us to let them stay in the hotel before it opened.
I was in Nowata, Oklahoma, when they filmed the smash hit movie Possums with Mac Davis. I met Mac Davis there. I don't even know if he's still alive. You probably don't even know who Mac Davis is.
Bob, you know who Mac Davis is? Bob doesn't know who he is.
Bob doesn't. He just wants in your lap. Beautiful Bob. I love it. I went over. I think that was the day we went to get glasses. Bob was in that box. I came in the door and he just bolted out of there.
Bob doesn't like anybody but me. Grumpy's like that too. Fifi doesn't care.
Y'all want
Illinois. Yep. Yeah. New York City, the rest of New York is better than New York City. It's the same way in Illinois. You get outside of Chicago and there's a lot of cool things out there. A lot of corn and soybeans, but Southern Illinois is pretty cool.
I was at Chanute Air Force Base.
Oh, yeah, right outside St. Louis.
Man, in January. And February, it sucked.
Yeah.
St. Louis. No, it's in Rantoul, Illinois, by Champaign.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What's the one over by? There's another.
Mac Davis is dead? I didn't know that. Well, Champaign's a college town.
Yeah, I lived outside of Champaign right before I moved here.
We didn't get a lot of free time. We did. We went to Champaign, took a bus, and
what's the base outside of Rantoul? Is all that whole area is kind of dying now.
Well, the base is closed now.
Yeah.
There's videos on YouTube that takes a tour of Chanute Air Force Base. It shows the barracks I was in, and nature has grown up. They just let it. I think they let it. It was like a boys' detention center or something for a while, but it was a huge base. Not huge, but it's all abandoned now. Just sits there.
Scott Air Force Base. That's the one outside of St. Louis.
Boy, I wouldn't have enjoyed being there.
Yeah, who Straw Hat No Shoes knew that. Michael B knew that. Scott Air Force Base was near St. Louis.
There was only 10 of us there from the Army. I went to the Firefighter Academy, which was the best one in the world. And we had civilians and people from all branches. And I think there were probably 10, 20 Marines, a bunch of Navy people. Navy has a big firefighting, they're on ships. So,
Yeah.
But I went to school with civilians, Coast Guard, Navy, Marines, and we got in the most trouble. The Air Force Base, they're strict. And I was a rebel, believe that or not.
He was on Hee Haw. I watched all those Hee Haws growing up.
Actually, that movie, Possum, it was a pretty good movie. I mean, it wasn't high budget or nothing. But I worked in that town for probably 3 years, so it was cool. What's beeping?
That's my incubator. Every half an hour it beeps when it turns my eggs.
Now we know what he's eating. Yeah, I went to Fort Leonard Wood too. Fort Lost in the Woods, state of misery. I got to go off camera for that.
Yeah, Hot Rod Homestead. That'd be Fifi. Fifi does not like being picked up and held. Although she's getting better at it. But Bob here, I can't keep him off me. Watch. I'll put him down.
Well, we've seen this show before.
Place your bets. Oh, no. Here it comes. He'll do it 4 times.
Rename him Yo-Yo.
Yeah, you're Bob Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo Bob.
Yeah, don't get hooked on me. That's when he did. Alexa, play some Mac Davis.
Don't be getting me copyright strikes, Mike. Ow. No, with the claws, buddy. That's cream.
No, that's Mac. Then your Alexas were not right.
I turned my microphone off. Well, I just heard Grumpy. He wants in on the action.
That cat would drive me nuts, man. That's like the cat I had here. His name was Satan. Never would leave you alone.
He finally went.
All you gotta do, like Rooster, I give her like 5 beds. She leaves me alone. There was one of these lizards came in the house yesterday. We got them all around here, and she's good at catching mice and all that. She went after it, and I wanted to get it and get it out of the house. Well, she broke the tail off. So I got the lizard out of the house. Tail sitting there doing this. She put that damn thing on my pillow. I went to go to sleep last night, and there it was. And when she threw a fit when I threw it out the door.
Hey, Bon Bon is in Ponca City. That was a cool place. They had an English bar there that had shepherd's pie. Anyway, that was in the 90s. That was like early 90s. What was that, 94? I was in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Anyway.
He didn't eat nothing.
Yeah, she was bringing you a gift.
I don't want the gifts.
No kidding.
If I wanted gifts from a critter, I'd get a cat. They do that, but she does that too. When I worked at the ranch, I'd come home and there'd be a mouse on my recliner or wherever. She knew I'd go. Not go. I don't want dead critters where my butt sits.
Dude, Bob at the old place would bring in live critters. He wouldn't kill them. He'd bring them in live to play with them. And he would catch birds sometimes. So I'd have little birds flying around inside my shed house and try catching them when you ain't got any walls to go all the way up. Oh, Bob.
Well, when I lived in Iowa, the cats would bring in bats. That is something you don't want in the house that are alive. And bats, I don't know why Iowa was just crazy with bats.
Yeah, I want a bat house. Bats are cool. Bats eat mosquitoes. I don't like mosquitoes.
They fly around my telephone pole with a security light all the time. They come out right when it starts getting dark. There's no mosquitoes right now. I love it. It's been
Dude, I've been getting lights every day.
The hot summer killed all the mosquitoes.
Yeah, but then it started raining. They're all back the last few days.
No, not here. You got all them trees. Yeah, you don't get the sun that I do.
They're all over the place over here. I'll send some your way tomorrow.
I'm putting my hand because it do stuff, and I'm spitting.
No, I'm not hating on Bob. I yell at him when he brings live things into the house, but he's not doing that here. Denise McDonald is getting old and tired. Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, it's almost 11. We'll go. Mike's frozen. I'll go until 11 o'clock. So we got like 4 more minutes. Now
well, I wasn't even planning to do a live. He gave me like 10 minutes warning.
Yep, I had about 12 minutes warning.
Texted me the link. Like, what am I going to do with that?
Type it into your browser. I typed it into the text.
No, I got it. You have to email the link.
So you just have to type it into your browser.
Well, I didn't. It went to my text.
I know. So you read your text and you type it into your browser.
I don't know all that stuff, man. Just send it to my email. Then I click on it, and then I'm already on my computer.
I got it finally.
It is late. Well,
yep.
If it's midnight where you live, that's your fault for living where it's later. Of course, if you want to live where it's earlier, you got to live in California. I'm not going to put that on nobody.
No, it's early. Well, yeah, that's right.
Well, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter where you live. Just don't follow. California. Yeah, that'd be a hard place to live. I know people that live there, but you don't got to get involved in everything.
I've lived East Coast time in Tennessee, Central time most of my life, and West Coast time when I was in Seattle and Sacramento. I've not lived in Mountain Time, though.
In Arizona, they never changed the time back. I hope we all go to that because I hate changing the clocks back and putting them forward. That was something that was invented in the 1800s or whatever.
Time now. They can do whatever the hell they want. My chickens wake up when it's the sun comes up, and they go to bed when the sun goes down. That's my time.
Yeah. Virginia says she's in California and they're doing fine. I bet my bills are lower than your bills though.
Although sales tax is probably comparable, but
depends where you
with
live
the homestead exemption, the property tax here is like nothing. You probably don't pay any property tax either.
I've never paid property tax here. Nope. We don't have it. We don't have
it's only if you owe more than $300, then you got to pay it.
Yeah, mine's $254, but then the homesteader's credit covers it. But you don't have building codes. You don't have any codes. You can do whatever you want, but at the same time, you've got properties. You got neighbors that got crap properties, But I don't care about it. I would never want to be in a homeowners association, somebody telling me, oh, you got to paint. You know, my middle finger would get wore out living in a place like that.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. But I got no problem. If my neighbors got trash blowing in my yard, I got no problem going to tell them. You know, if more people spoke up, be better off. Don't be scared. But I understand, like, if you're in Chicago, yeah. But I wouldn't be in Chicago. That's the bottom line. Don't be somewhere where you got to be afraid. Cities are going to be a thing of the past. But we don't want you coming here either. You know? And,
You
well,
gotta go somewhere.
we're in a place where they're not going to be able to build up here. You just can't. The terrain's too rough. But we don't mind people coming here. Just don't bring what you're leaving here. The politics.
Yeah, it's bad enough already. We got to drive an hour and 2 counties away to get a 6-pack. Everything's here is perfect. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, but I'll take that over, anything else.
Nowhere is perfect.
He said, I mean the people. Well, the people that know better should get out, and the ones that believe in all the weird things that are going on now, we need to divide the people of the country. Put all those people in one state. California is big enough, or Texas, whatever. Put the people that don't believe in that crazy stuff elsewhere.
National divorce.
Peace would,
my political party.
There would be worldwide peace if we divided the country and I don't know. I know this country wasn't built on that, but it may come to that. No man should be afraid of another man.
You told me to turn the other browser off, Tiny Farm Nuggets, so I don't have it up. The only chat I have is in the StreamYard. And you should have already been a mod. I made you a mod a long time ago.
No.
I can't make any mods on StreamYard. And you told me to not have the other tab open. That's all I know.
You're walking a thin line if you make Brett a moderator.
I know. I already did. Maybe they're not I don't know. Why is Arkansas a dry county?
Because there's 100
in Arkansas.
There's 150 churches in a town with 3,000 people, and I am not exaggerating.
The bootleggers and the Baptists,
and all the churches got 10 members.
Written about that. The current liquor and beer stores give money to the Baptist churches because the Baptist churches turn out the vote, and they also. And then the Baptist churches and the liquor stores also contribute to the Republican politicians here in Arkansas. And so when you try to put a referendum on the ballot to legalize alcohol, they make it harder and harder every time. And they scrutinize your petition signatures. And Arkansas is one of the most corrupt states when it comes to democracy.
The same so-called Christian people, churches, the ones letting their dogs run around and have, I don't have nothing to do with it, okay? If I die and go to hell because I refuse to go to church with people that abuse animals like they do, believe me, I had to get my neighbor's dog and send it to Minnesota. I've got pictures of maggots. He's a pastor of a church. Oh, I'm mad now. And I've got pictures of that.
But they keep going because they get their money from the liquor stores.
That man ain't going to tell me squat about God and going to heaven when he's abusing a beautiful dog that is the most perfect being on earth, because we ain't. I will never step foot in his church or anybody else's church. That's the way it is. I do believe in God. Pray to God every day. I'm thankful for what I got. But I don't have to go to somebody's building that lives his life in a terrible way. I mean, that's, and you see it all the time, man. And I am not exaggerating. you may think your pastor is an angel, but so many times, they're not. That's it. We done got into religion. What's next? Sports?
Well, we could talk about the pastor I grew up with on Facebook and what he's calling what happened on January. Yeah. Get politics and religion together. Thou shalt not steal. What happened to that commandment? That's all I got to know. All right, we should probably go on that note. It's 11:05, and Mike's frozen. So I am going to end the broadcast, but thanks for hanging out with us on a Saturday night. This was not planned ahead of time. I just got an idea about, 8:45. So I sent Mike a link, and we did a live show, and now we're going to end the live show.
There we go. Before we get into sports, which I'm not into anymore, they're all entitled people that kneel. Ciao, people.
Bob says good night. Take it easy, everybody.